Game one, day 88, I believe. All right, let's play. We got the white pieces, got the coffee, ready to go. We reviewed our games from last time. Even though they didn't go well, we should have learned something. I'm just gonna push this pawn up to prevent what's it called? A pin on the knight. I'm gonna stay on our P's and Q's today and try to get out of this little rut that we're in. Bring this bishop back. Take. Now if he ever castles, we're ready to attack. Like coffee and chess. Maybe it's time to rebrand. It's time for us to have a what's it called? A name for the channel. Coffee and chess. What do you guys think of that? Okay, I think I'm just gonna ignore that. Bring this knight out. Bring this bishop. I'd probably put the bishop right here. Put the bishop here. Queen there. Knight there. Castle. We're not gonna show him our hand just yet. P's and Q's. Let's develop all our pieces and go back to the basics so we can get out of this whatever it is. Cause we lost a lot of points in the last couple of days, so we gotta figure out how to fix that. There's no reason for us to keep going down. Okay, now let's bring this knight here now. I like the bishop here because it prevents the knight from going down there. Okay. Let's push all the way. Maybe we should castle too. But let's wait just for a second. Okay. That knight moved on its own. Let's take the knight. What did he just take? Oh yeah, we took the knight. He took back. Now we can take here. Or we could take this way. I'm not sure which one I like better. I kind of like the knight where it is, so. But if we go here, then we can go there maybe. No, let's play simple. Let's play safe. I want him to kick this knight or take it. And we'll probably take this way. So let's take this way. P's and Q's, so we got to remember this bishop is hanging. Once the knight goes, this bishop is hanging, so we're going to have to make sure none of our pieces are hanging. So it might be that we just bring the bishop back or we move a pawn up. Since I'm thinking of castling queenside, I don't really want to move these pawns just because it's going to weaken the king. But let's try to have a comeback today. I don't want to go this way because I don't want to trade queens just yet. I want the threat of having a queen come here and attack the king as well. Okay. He's attacking a pawn. We gotta defend the pawn, right? We can't let him have the pawn just yet. Let's just go here. Now the queen is ready to join the attack at some point. We definitely have the better position, but it's too early to call it. Less castle. Double these rooks, maybe. Okay. Where do we want this bishop here? When did he decide to go there? Okay, maybe we should have seen that coming. It's okay. I just don't know what the best square for the bishop is. Maybe we just go here. That's kind of a sad square. I'm going to bring the bishop here. I think this is the best square for the bishop. Okay, he's going to try to attack this king side, so maybe we play this move here. If we play that, he might push. We'll just push that way. Let's attack the queen first. I kind of like attacking this queen. I'm going to ignore that just for a second. Just for a second, I'm going to ignore that. I do want to get some action on this king side. I don't think the queen is trapped. Okay, good. Okay, okay, okay. We will have to deal with this at some point, so maybe we go here. If he pushes, I was thinking about just pushing, but the bishop is there. I don't see an attack. We need to be patient. Let's just push here. We know a push is coming. We'll go here. If this push comes, we go there, and we just lock this king side up. I actually did not see that. Okay, well, so much for P's and Q's. I don't want to take because that kind of gives him a passed pawn. I really just need to go on an attack, but I don't know how. Okay, we might have to play some defense. More defense than we want to, but we don't have a choice. Um, do we bring the queen back or do we bring the bishop, the rook back? I'm gonna bring the queen back. Attack this pawn. You just gotta stay patient. It looks bad for us, but we'll be all right. This is kind of annoying. We're having to play defense the whole time. It's not fun, but that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, if I go here and he takes, we just take back, right? Yeah, we're fine. I think our patience will be rewarded, even though right now it doesn't feel like it. I wanted to just rush the attack, but he's just solid. It's gonna be a fun game to reflect on or review on. We'll learn something. Okay, let's get this rid of this queen. I guess this bishop is just protecting that pawn. Oh, what if I just take the pawn and hmm, he's tough, man. He's tough. Maybe we go here and get rid of the queen first. We'll win this pawn eventually. I don't want to rush it and go now. If I take now, he's not gonna take. You know what? Why not? Let's take this pawn now. If he takes us, we'll just take back and we're fine. Now we're up a pawn, and now we're gonna go after his queen. Uh, is that not a blunder? I'm pretty sure that's a blunder, right? Yeah. Now he checks us. I could go here, or I can just go here and say, "Come on, let's trade." We had to stay patient. We stayed patient. Life is good. We're up a rook. We are down on time, but we have enough time to play blitz. We're up an entire rook, so that's more than enough time to play blitz. And he'll probably resign here, so we don't have to work too much. Yeah, let's just trade. Okay. Let's swing this rook back around. All right, let's attack this bishop. Let's get. All right, this might be slightly annoying because all of our pawns are on this side. So we gotta find a way to break this up. Okay, I'm gonna try to force a bishop trade. Okay, we should be good. Interesting. I'm gonna take the bishop first, just because I don't want to give him another chance to run away with that bishop. That's the only thing that was gonna give us trouble, and now it's out of the way. Protect our pawn. Okay, now let's bring this rook around, do some cleanup, and we're good. Just clean up. Just clean up. Okay. I was worried he was gonna. Wait, what was I worried about? Yeah, I was worried he's gonna go there. And that would have been kind of annoying. But then we would have just started pushing this pawn up. So we're good. Do some more cleanup. Alright, I'm gonna keep the king away from coming back to stop him from blocking our pawn from promoting, and then we should be good. Alright, if we get our queen now, is there a stalemate? That's the only way that's gonna. No, he can go there, so that's not a stalemate. Okay. Alright, and we're just gonna keep him on this diagonal. Alright, if I bring the queen here, is there a stalemate? No, he can go there. So I'm just preventing him from getting past this thing, keeping it simple. Is there a faster way to checkmate? Probably, but we're not gonna waste too much time. First win in the books. All right, we stayed on our P's and Q's, and we were rewarded for it. We also stayed patient, so keep learning them lessons. Looks like we got a B plus from the computer, the engine. We got 84.5 for us, 74.5 for the opponent. We did good. We stayed on our P's and Q's. Let's see where things got tough. It didn't. The engine didn't like this move. I like it because one thing I just don't like dealing with is having my knight pinned. Just because I like castling on the queen side, and if the knight gets pinned, I usually have to like take with this pawn. I just don't like that. I don't like that. The better move, it looks like, was to push this pawn up. I guess if he pins the knight, You can always just bring the queen in, but this is a simple way to deal with it. Engine doesn't like it, but I like it, so that's how I'm gonna deal with that. With that pin, he brought his bishop out. We retreated. He took. We took. All right, and then we started. So we just kept developing. You had a chance to play something better. I guess this is just letting that knight know, hey, we're coming for you. I thought it was too early to go on the attack though, so we stayed patient. I think patience was the thing that won us this game, to be honest. P's and Q's, patience. E. Okay, yeah, that was not good on his part. We take. When did things get tough for us? Oh, that was the best move too. That's cool. We retreated. We brought the queen in. It wanted us to castle. But yeah, I was never gonna castle, and I probably never will. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Go after this diagonal, try to get at the king. But I was gonna castle queenside anyway, so okay. The best move was to go after this queen. That makes sense, but we didn't. That's a retreat. So that was the right call. I didn't like that, but I guess once he starts coming here, that helps. Let's look at what would have happened if we did that. You go there, show follow up. He goes back. It only goes that far. Okay, back to the game. We retreated. He kept continued to push. Best move is to trade off this queen. Your better option was to offer an equal trade of pieces. That makes sense because if we go here, let's say we go there, he's not gonna want to trade because if he trades, it just kind of we get all our pawns attacking his king, and we get to undouble one of our pawns. We had two pawns doubled up here, two pawns doubled up there. Okay. Uh, yeah, he's probably gonna retreat, show follow up. He retreats, and then what? I'll probably continue my attack. Actually, I probably have to deal with that too. So okay, whatever. Resume. Instead, we moved our rook there to attack the queen. Queen moved back. That was the blunder. Yes, because there was a check and we were almost doomed. The eval bar has a +3 advantage for black. I think we dealt with it fine. It wanted us to take, but there was no way for me to deal. Yeah, I didn't want to take because I wouldn't know how to deal with this pawn if it became a passed pawn. So I just waited for him. If he moved his queen out of the way, he could probably force me to take this pawn. But he didn't. Yep, yep. That's not. We stayed patient and that was fine. This wasn't good. This move will cost you a pawn. You take back. So is that the best move? Yeah, the best move was him to take. I take. That was good. He missed. Oh, wait, no. Let's see the best move. Best move was him for him to sacrifice the queen. We take back. He takes our queen. We check. We take. And what happens there? I guess we're just on defense. He blocks our king in. We go back. So it's just a terrible position for us. Oh, and then we lose a pawn. And it's just hard. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to defend that. Yeah, I mean even this is fine for now, but we're basically just passive the rest of the game. So okay, we dealt with it fine though. So these are the best moves by the engine. We did our best. We're good. Resume back to the game. It's always good to review these games. I think this is what kind of helped me get better is reviewing with the engine. Okay, yeah, that was a blunder as we thought. And then from there is just a bunch of trades, clean up, and we won the game. So let's just leave it at that. We had a good first game. Let's continue it. The second game, theme of the day, stay on our P's and Q's. So our P's and Q's and patience want us the last game. Let's see what we get here. Chess and coffee. The more I think about that, I feel like I really like that name. Chess and coffee. What happens when I stop drinking coffee, though? I want to push this in case he goes there. We win a free pawn. If he goes there, we're gonna win a free pawn. But if he thinks it through, I would have just blocked my bishop in for nothing. Yeah, he's gonna think it through. He's smart. Okay, he thought it through. He decided against it. I'm gonna create an escape route for the queen. Okay. Do, 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 do. Yeah, he's trying to trick me. He did some random move to hide the discovered attack. All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let's not go on the attack too early. I wanted to go here. Can't take anymore. I could have taken earlier. If I took and he took, we would have been able to take. But he's got the bishop out now, so that would have just been bad anyways. Okay, so let's just get this knight out, castle, and they say castle by move 10, so we're on move 9. Let's just castle next move. We'll castle. We beat him to castling. If he wants to go on the, he's gonna castle too. He already pushed these pawns. If he pushes these pawns, I'm gonna go straight for the center. Wow. Okay. It's going to be an interesting game. So he's deciding he's going to go on an all out attack. Okay. What I'm going to do is bring this queen back so I can attack here, put my bishop there. I'm not worried about this. I think that's, I don't know. I could also push here, push there. Yeah, for now, let's just bring the queen back. If he pushes here, we attack. I may even attack here early, threatening to take the bishop and the... Okay. Now we can no longer bring this knight here because... I mean, if I do this, I can still bring the knight over and force a trade. First, let's get here. Attack this bishop. Fianchetto our bishop. That was the original plan. Let's fianchetto our bishop. If he attacks, that's fine. We've got this. Okay. I really didn't think he would go for another pawn storm since he already did it on this side. Who knows though? Maybe he'll decide to castle queen side and continue to push towards our king side. I gotta find a way to deal with that. Okay. Now we're officially under attack. All right, we can close off this diagonal. That'll be one way to deal with this. At least that bishop can't join the party. This bishop going here might be a problem. I think we have to break the center. I think that's what you're supposed to do when someone's attacking you on the flanks. You're supposed to break the center. So we're going to try to do that. So let's move our bishop here. I don't know why he opened this diagonal up though. I don't know why he opened this. Interesting. I don't know. But I know I'm supposed to attack the center whenever someone attacks my flank. That's a rule I learned somewhere. So I'm going to try to apply it. He's not going to take back. He's going to have to use the bishop to block it. Do, 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 do. Now what I want to do. Oh, you check. So it worked out. We attacked the center. And we're getting rewarded for learning from our lessons. I can always take, but why take when I can win a free bishop? We got a free bishop, and now I'll probably force a trade. Oh, okay, I can't force that trade anymore. Okay, what I'm gonna do is put. I'm still worried about this pawn, but there's not much I can do about it right now. And then we have a check here. If he gives us the check, we can always. I like this best, but we do have a check, and if we check, he might let us trade queens. Once the queens are off the board, I'm not really worried anymore. But for now, I'm just gonna create another threat for him to worry about. Our bishop is kind of sad, so I wish we could take this pawn somehow. It's gonna be difficult, but if we can get rid of that pawn, we're good. Knight here, there might be the move. Okay. All right. Another free pawn. If he takes, I'll gladly take back. We gladly take back. We'll take another pawn, right? Should we take with the queen or the bishop? Let's take with the queen. Okay. So our games usually go like this. Like we are pretty good at playing the middle and the opening. What we're not good at is maintaining the advantage. I'm gonna try to go for a pawn push, as crazy as that sounds. I'm gonna try to go for a pawn push. And then I can even reroute this bishop to attack that pawn. That might be dope. How many pieces are we up? I mean, we got a bunch of pawns. Plus, we're up a minor piece. But that queen is still on the board. That's the problem. The queen's still on the board. And as long as that queen's on the board, I'm cooked. Well, I'm not cooked. I'm winning. But I have to stay stressed as long as this queen is on the board. I have to stay vigilant and urgent. But P's and Q's is the theme of the day. Let's not count our eggs before they hatch, but it looks like we have another win in the bag. I may just go here right away. All right, what's he trying to do? He's threatening our, what's it called? He's threatening our, what's it called? Our bishop. I'm going to kick this knight. I don't like it where it's at. If he goes there, I go here. If he takes, I take back. That's one less piece I have to worry about. He can't go there. He has to go there. I think his only squares are over here. Okay. This could get annoying. We need to get our queen somewhere better. If I go here and he takes, I'll take back with the knight. But the knight right now is kind of in a bad position. What if I go knight here? Let me go knight here, knight there. We gotta come back and defend. We gotta come back and defend. We gotta be patient. I do want to just kind of run with these pawns, but I have to be patient. My king is dealing with too much trouble right now. I want to bring this rook into here and stop everything he's got going on. Rook here to stop that. Oof. 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 I think I have to go rook here to protect this. All right, how are we ending up playing defense? That's what I don't understand. If he takes here, I probably have to take this way. This pawn is actually so annoying. It's getting my queen just... What? That's what I'm talking about, man. We got a D for that game. 59.9 for us, 67.1 for him. It makes sense. I don't understand how we go from winning to that. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. We just go from a completely winning game where we're taking... Or what's that called? We're taking the opponent, all of the opponent's pieces. Wait, it's saying sacrifice the rook here. Best move. Sacrifice the rook. Show follow up. He takes. Take. Ooh. Ooh. That would have solved all our problems. That was crazy. Sacrifice the rook. This is why you gotta do puzzles and tactics. I need to do puzzles and tactics. You sacrifice the rook. He takes it with the pawn. He has to. What if he doesn't take it with the pawn? He can't move the king out of the way, really. Oh man, that was crazy. Take the other rook. Take the queen. No, don't even take the queen. Check him. Wow. Now take the queen. Then win the knight. That's actually crazy. I missed that. Okay, but even then we were still winning by so much. And then I knew this knight was gonna be a problem. I should have dealt with it. That was bad. Okay. Best move. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So we saw the knight and just got scared. The best move was to place the rook there. Show best move. Place the rook there. Show the follow up. Okay. So just there's nothing I can do about that knight, but just kind of ignore it. Yeah, that's what's so hard to do is to just ignore something that's right next to your king. All right. Instead, we pushed. He went there. That was the best move. He came back. That's a blunder. You allow the opponent to eventually win material. Show follow up. Yeah, we did the one thing we weren't allowed to do. So just ignore the knight. All this because we couldn't ignore the knight. So I was trying to reroute the knight to do what? So I just played too scared. Basically, I played scared. Um, best move was to just defend. Wait, what? Defend the knight. Oh, that's why I moved the knight in the first place, was because this is the queen was attacking it. Show follow up. And when he goes there to keep on attacking. I could have even done this at some point. The black had an advantage, but now the game is close to equal. Oh, no, that's just a bad move. If he takes, no, show follow up. Okay, and then we can't really. Nah, resume, man, resume. So that's where we messed up, bringing this knight back. And after that, that was our huge blunder, and that would cost us the whole game. Once we do that, he's gonna win material no matter what, because our king is just too exposed. It's once you move a pawn, the king just becomes weak, and that's a rule I know, but I don't know. I played scared, and I didn't play patient because I didn't want to play defense. I'm like, why am I playing defense and I'm up all this material? So okay, just bring the rook here next time. All right, I mean that's the move that lost us the whole game. But let's keep going, see what happens. He missed his chance. That's another blunder. Best move. Okay, now once we do that, we're fine. Yeah, we can even go there and reroute and attack. I really think this pawn kind of just ruined, not ruined, but this pawn came in clutch for him because it kind of just blocked my queen in. I couldn't get my queen into the game. She was too far away from the king too. Okay. All right, what was the blunder here? This was a blunder. I should have taken. Okay, that's a blunder. This move loses a bishop. It goes there. Oh, the only way to defend it was to. This move loses a bishop. The only way to defend it was to bring the bishop here. Okay, best move. Bishop there. Show follow up. He takes. And then what? And even after all that, it's just kind of equal. Because then we can take the. Okay. We could take that pawn. Alright. Alright, okay. But we didn't do that. Instead, we did this. Get there. Missed the checkmate. Alright there. Okay. That's fine. We still have time to fix it in the next game. We can still end on a good note. Alright, we're back with the white pieces. That was last game sucked because we were winning and we decided to just play scared. So we're not gonna play scared this game. We're gonna keep being on our P's and Q's. Yeah, we're gonna stay on our P's and Q's. Usually I bring this knight out, but I have to defend this pawn. If I go here, he's gonna check and go there. So let's just let him have his pawn. We're not dealing with all this today. He can have his pawn. If he takes, we take back castle. Well, not castle, but now we just chill. Develop our pieces. Kind of wish I didn't do that. I blocked the bishop in. It's okay. We're playing a different kind of game. I'm just gonna kick this bishop. Is he gonna move back? Nope. He takes. We attack the queen and the knight. If he brings queen here, we'll bring our queen here. Bishop there. No. Queen there is annoying. All right, let's just attack his queen again. Attack the knight, attack the queen. Okay, we can castle. I kind of don't want to castle just yet. I'm going to go here because I want to get rid of this knight before I castle. Okay, all our pieces are developed. We're ready to castle. Life is good. Take. If he takes back with the queen, we win a pawn. He didn't take back with the queen. Smart guy. I want to attack this way, actually. This is fine. Let's just castle. I'm not trying to do all that. Castle queenside. Is he going to protect his pawn? Maybe, maybe not. Did not see that. Did not see that. Playing by the rules is backfiring. We castled. That's so annoying. I really wanted today to be some easy wins to make up for some tough games yesterday. But I guess we're not going to get any easy wins. We're going to have to fight for everything. I don't know how to do this. I want to take here. But that's just dumb. I want to check, but he just goes there. Why? If I go here and he takes, I don't know. There's not really a good square for the queen. We go here. Is there any way out of this? There's no way out of this. Check. Pushes. Check. Takes. Why? Goes there. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing anywhere. Check. Okay. Well. Take. What if I check here? Now he goes there. If I take here, he gets away with this bishop. If I take the queen, kind of wish I went here. He would have taken, we would have taken, he would have taken, we would have taken. The game's not over, but it feels like it. And of course, he now castles queenside. Oh, man. I kind of just want to resign, man. Kind of want to just resign. We started off on such a good. We started off so well. We should have won the last game. It's just been tough, man. We tried to be on our P's and Q's, but we weren't. All right, let's just bring the bishop back home. Okay. Let's just go there. If he takes, we'll go here. We'll try our best, even though the game feels it's like it's already decided. We'll go here. If he pushes, we'll have no choice but to take. We'll try to get something here. He's not going to push his kingside pawns because he's smart. But I guess we'll call this one another, what's it called? Just learning the pattern, learning the flow. We'll get back to the 1400 soon enough. We'll blitz past it. This game, I don't mind losing this one. It's the other one that I'm really like, how? How do we lose a game that we're up like 5-6 points? We just couldn't get our queen. If I take this, I have to take it. I don't really have a choice. I'll go here. Is he gonna try and defend it? Nope. If I go here, we're fine. But why did I go there? It's not really a good move. Yeah, this is makes our rook less active. We gotta go back. And if he's smart, he's just gonna go there and not let us go back. But then we can check and we're fine. Maybe he'll do what we did and just give away a winning game. Okay. I can't push. Yeah, we're about to lose that pawn, unfortunately. There's no way to defend it, so it's gone. All right. He's playing super careful. If he goes there, bring the bishop here. I want him to kick. That'll be kind of cool. I can always go here. If he pushes, we could be in trouble. I'll go here. If he pushes, I'll take that pawn, and we're one step closer to losing. We're just gonna finish the game. Hope for him to blunder, but he's got it locked in, man. He's good. Queens are off the board. You only have a rook and a bishop. He's probably got more pawns. Oh, did he just get disconnected? Interesting. Nah, he'd be all right. Smallest creatures from the Philippines. Mr. Smallest Creatures, are you gonna give us a petty win? A win that we don't deserve, but we definitely need? Boom. Oh, we needed that win, so cool. Uh, that's a strange way to win. 77 for us, 85 for him. We didn't play that bad this game, right? And we played pretty good this last game, except for the fact that we made that blunder with the knight. So pretty good day. I guess that's why we got to win this game, because we should have won the last game. He should have won this game. His internet failed him, unfortunately. And I guess I run into this a lot where people do this tactic. So I want to see what the engine says. I bring out the pawn. He brings out his pawn. I take. He brings out the knight. I bring out my knight. And usually if you try to continue to defend, they check with the queen here, threatening to win this pawn, threatening to win that bishop. So that's why I didn't bring the bishop, to continue to defend it. And then when he... Oh, what? The computer wants me to bring it out? Okay. No. Okay, you gotta show us the follow-up, computer. We go there. He's saying that's not there. We go there. So we went knight here, but he's saying best move is bishop there. This protects the under defended pawn that is under attack. Well, what if queen goes here? Because that's what we're worried about. Solid choice. If the queen goes there, you defend. Okay, you attack. But what if they do this? That was a free pawn. If they do that, you're supposed to bring the knight out. Okay. Bring the knight out. Now what? This is the only good move. This blocks an attack on a pawn. Okay, they go there. Alright. What's your move? Because this is the line that I was avoiding. Because I just don't like playing against this. But we're gonna see what the engine says. The engine says move there. They move back. They have to move back. Now what? Apparently white has the better position. Okay, okay. That's interesting. It's saying go put the knight here. It's a lot of action before any of the pieces are developed. Okay. You lose the bishop. You take back. Now you lose a pawn. No. He's saying he's gonna move his. Oh, we won't lose the pawn because he has to defend this fork. I was thinking that's too many pawns to give up for this. Okay, I have to remember this line. This is how I go against that. Instead of just letting him have the pawn back, I fight to keep this pawn, let him have this pawn, and then he's got to defend that. Okay, so show follow up. He goes there. Now what do? We defend our. We don't defend this time. White combines capturing with. White combines recapturing with the development of a new piece. Okay, what happens there? What's next? X to D2 is best. Or you take. Or show follow up. You take. He goes there. I don't understand. So E4. After we go E4, his best move is to what? Bring his knight out? What if he doesn't bring the knight out and instead he takes this pawn? This maintains the balance and material with a good trade. Okay. Now what? Okay. The only move I didn't like after this taking this bishop is moving the pawn here because I don't want to lose another pawn. So when we play, I think what we gotta do is find a way to protect this pawn. So maybe bring the knight back. What if instead of moving that pawn up, I guess you're just supposed to lose that pawn. But what's the compensation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like you would just lose a pawn. I'm not a fan of that. I guess what we can say is, even though we lost this pawn, all our pieces will be developed. That's the claim. I don't know if I like that, to be honest. What if instead of moving the pawn, you go here? The better move was to prepare a bishop for development. Okay. What if I just go here instead of bringing the knight back? The better move is to prepare a bishop for development. Okay. think we can do that, but we're gonna have to figure out a way to deal with this pawn. So I'm gonna come back and review this game on my own later. Let's move away from this part. We developed our pieces. It's saying don't take the knight. Do what? Oh yeah, it was saying to just keep defending it. Okay. So just for me to remember, best move was to bring the bishop here. If he goes here, you bring the bishop back. Oh no 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 no. Bring the bishop here. Was our knight already developed? Oh, this was afterwards. Okay, sorry. After he takes the pawn, instead of taking back, you bring the bishop there. Your better option was develop a bishop and attack the center. Okay, let's do the best move. We develop the bishop. Show follow up. I don't like the follow up. What if he does this? We just do that? Nah, man. I don't really like what the engine is cooking in these opening decisions. I like how we played it. Resume. So he takes back, and then it wants us to push. We didn't. Yeah, that makes sense because we kind of blocked our king, our bishop in. You permitted the opponent to threaten checkmate. That's not good. How's he gonna threaten checkmate? Show follow up. Why couldn't he just take this pawn? I guess we would just castle, and then if you take that pawn, they say this pawn is a poison pawn, so okay, I get it. Because then you can start to attack the king side if he ever castles king side. But I feel like most people would take the pawn in this situation. Oh, we also had a chance to take his pawn. Okay. Next. Wait, hide follow up. So he went there. We brought the queen out. Best decision. We took the knight. Your best move was to move a queen to a more active position. Okay, best move was to trade these queens. Okay, that makes sense because you don't. I don't know. You just don't want a queen attacking your king side. But I didn't. I wasn't worried because I was gonna castle queen side anyways, even though it backfired. All right, let's resume. We took the knight. He takes back. Then we castled, and that's when we ran into trouble. You allowed the opponent to win material through a skewer, and then from there on, the game was his game. It was his game from this point on. We continued to play through sheer grit, and we tried our best, and the universe rewarded us with a with a win by disconnection. So cool. That's why you don't resign. So don't resign. Keep playing till the game is over. I appreciate you all watching. We won 2 games. We should have won 3 games. Or we should have won 2 games, but not this way. We should have won the first game and the second game and lost this game. But it's okay. Sometimes this is just how it goes. We're going to continue to try to win more games, continue to get back to that 1400. But really, we just got to learn to play chess and not, I mean, we know how to play, but we got to learn some new rules, got to learn some new patterns, get rid of old patterns that aren't helping us anymore. Most of all, we got to learn to play under pressure. That second game that night wasn't doing anything, and we should have just been able to ignore it and continue to play. It should have thought about activating that queen, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. Let's move on. Let's learn. Until next time, thank you for watching. Adios.